Therme is just jaw-droppingly wow, and that's it.
We come for a vacation. We love this place.
So when we come here, we're usually very stressed. This is why we choose to come here and enjoy a day. And when we leave, we're very relaxed.
It's a place where it's both suited for kids and for adults to relax.
I want people to walk in there and say, there is no other place like this. This is special.
We want the people who come inside to completely forget about their daily lives and their daily problems and spend a full day here that is filled with magic and fascination.
What can I say? I will never come back alone. I will bring all my friends because it's wonderful.
Hey, people of Toronto, this place is awesome. I know that you will enjoy it.
Therme Group has this amazing history of operating well-being resorts all over the world. We have a few in Germany, and there's one in Bucharest, Romania. And when you go to a Therme, you see people from all walks of life, all communities. And what unites them is the ability to connect around water. And what I've seen is that everyone leaves with a smile on their face. In 2012, Ontario Place was shut down, and the government at the time was starting to begin the consultation process to invite organizations from around the world to bid on the opportunity to revitalize Ontario Place into a beloved attraction once again. During this time, Therme was looking at opportunities to explore North American development. And when they recognized the bid for Ontario Place, they saw Toronto, they saw its culture, its diversity, its connection to water, and quickly recognized, if we're going to bring Therme to North America, what better place than Toronto? Unfortunately, during the election process, the bidding process also fell through. But it wasn't until 2019 when the current government reopened the bidding process to revitalize Ontario Place, and Therme was ultimately awarded the West Island project, something we are incredibly proud of.
I think the world is in Toronto. You'll get to meet all sorts of people, different backgrounds, different genders, different cultures, different religious beliefs. You can walk anywhere in the city and you'll see the diversity and the fabric of our soil here. Like, it's beautiful. And I think that speaks to the fact that people can come here and find a place they can call home in one city.
I remember my first time visiting Therme Bucharest and being blown away by this incredible well-being facility with people from all walks of life enjoying themselves. Therme is a real community gathering spot, and I think that will happen in Toronto too.
We are striving day after day to impress our guests from the very first seconds. The main attraction is, of course, the water.
We build our societies and our civilization surrounding the water. That's why in our projects, we use water as the elements that brings community together. The wellness is our priority for every single guest, and this is the reason why they come here. Because they have the full dimension of wellness. There are a lot of benefits for the shared experience, for the community, for the friendship, and to make the communities strong, to make the communities healthier.
Ontario Place was always intended to be a place of enjoyment for Torontonians, and we're really excited about delivering a new free public area. Our intention is to make sure that it's a world-class facility again.
And what is staying at Ontario Place are the Cinesphere and the Pods. These are cultural landmarks in Toronto. And though they are not a part of the West Island that Therme is revitalizing, we recognize that they are the unifying keystone at Ontario Place.
I remember my family and I going to Ontario Place when we were younger and always bringing visitors, family, friends.
When I was a kid in the 70s, I can remember going to, what was it called, the Children's Village there.
It was a pretty frequent destination for us when we just wanted a fun day away.
I haven't been there in, I don't even remember how long. I'm not sure if it's even open or accessible or anything.
Ontario Place is such an important part of the province's history and its culture, and a reflection of its ambition. But since its closure in 2012, it's not what it used to be.
Without change, sustainable change, without that, there will not be the islands of Ontario Place. The revitalization of Ontario Place requires a resiliency approach. It's absolutely critical. We have climate change issues. The island is being eroded and slowly eaten away. And the shoreline itself, and this is actually critical, is not fully sustainable. It is a rubble shoreline that is asphalted in concrete. We're actually transforming that to make it not only just accessible and resilient for the next 50 years, we've actually integrated the entire shoreline into aquatic habitat, providing over 6 acres of aquatic habitat, which will focus on the health of the lake itself.
It's about how people will use and how people can connect with water. Because currently at Ontario Place, you can pass through, you can walk along the pathways, but you cannot really connect with water meaningfully.
The building has emerged as a public space, a roof space which is green, which is planted, which is an active, accessible, 24/7 public park space on the roof that is woven through with a campus that really create this fulsome integration of architecture and landscape. That's accompanied by a new, very large public beach the size of Sunnyside Beach, one of the largest new beaches on the whole of the waterfront. 16 acres of park space in total on the West Island created by Therme, and it's important to recognize that that is accessible, public, without cost, 24/7, 12 months of the year, and that space is a greater extent of public space than has ever existed in that sector of Ontario Place. It's very significant expansion of the total landscape.
There's a lot of work that has gone into designing the public area. We've been working with the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation to make sure that design cherishes and appreciates the people that were there before us.
The philosophy of Therme, which is well-being for all, it is a real respect for land, because if we need to have a light footprint on land, we need to be in harmony with land and water and all the natural resources that are around us. And that's one of the first teaching and beliefs of MCFN. So that's why I think there is a synergy and there is a harmony between Therme's philosophy of well-being for all.
Anytime that we can provide education and understanding, not just about the history, but also about the value and the spirit of water is important to us. And having a partner who's willing to do that and to see that growth is a nice part of the story and the journey.
We care about water. We do everything with water. We use water for the pools. We use water for the mineralized pools, which are healing waters. In order to do that efficiently and sustainably, we have to rely on technology.
Here we can see the cleaning process where the water enters in the ozonification process. The ozonation cleaning is the most powerful way to clean the water.
We use different mechanical processes, active coals, but also we use ozone for the filtration of the water, which are actually bringing the water quality at the highest level.
The water in our pools is the purest you can find anywhere on the planet.
This is what we do. We are the engineers of well-being.
We are so proud that here in Therme Bucharest, we have a LEED Platinum certified in terms of energy efficiency building.
LEED Platinum is a certification that guarantees the project was delivered and will be run in a sustainable fashion. The Bucharest facility is the only water-based resort that has achieved that certification, and we're targeting that for all our projects moving forward. Sustainability is at the forefront of everything we do at Therme. So even though Therme Toronto is at such a conceptual stage, we already have an ambitious energy strategy for our resort.
We use technology in such a way that we optimize our energy consumption and our sustainability solutions.
I believe that the function of architecture is to generate well-being. Our focus, it's always the guest. So we curate every moment of the experience. This makes me very excited about the Manchester and the Toronto projects because these are huge cities with very, very large populations around. And giving these people the opportunity to experience well-being and to make their lives better is a thing that makes me very proud.
Our primary responsibility is to create a sense of place, meaning people should be able to see themselves in their own place, in their city. And the idea here is that we're representing the natural landscapes of Ontario. We're providing the recreational amenities that the people of the city would like to see. With the introduction of wetlands and habitat and picnic facilities and beaches, that they will begin to own this and understand that this has been created as part of Ontario Place for them.
The partnership really started with Therme taking the initiative to call Black North and to say, we want to be able to support. How can we do that? And I think that question in itself was phenomenal for us, for our company to come forward and say, we want to support. That speaks to their values and it speaks to how they want to support our communities. We are part of the design and development of this project, which is an incredible opportunity for us to be part of the narrative of this. But then there's also this, communal thing where we talk to each other often, where we ask each other questions. How many more communities can we include? There's just this humility and grace that comes with this partnership that I really, really appreciate.
I think Therme can be a part of revitalizing Ontario Place by making it a place that people want to gather again, to make new memories with their friends and families.
To have a place right here in the city where you can go and you feel like you're going on holidays, that you get to spend time with your family, that you feel like you've gone away but you haven't, and it's accessible to you. I mean, that's really special.
I went to Ontario Place in the first summer that it opened. I remember being awestruck. The landscape was so different than the city itself, and it represented sort of a vision for Ontario that was to be. And we achieved that, and now we're moving forward beyond that.